Why does God want us to reach our real potential on this planet? It's because you were created with a specific purpose that only you can fulfill. You aren't here by accident or just to take up space. You are here to be a light and a reflection of the Creator's handiwork. When you reach your true potential, you aren't just succeeding for yourself. You are honoring the one who gave you those talents in the first place. Do you ever feel like you're just playing a character in your own life? Like you're following a script written by your family, your school, or the people you see on social media? Most of us spend our days wearing a mask, showing the world a version of ourselves that we think is acceptable while the real person stays hidden deep inside. But living that way is exhausting. It's like carrying a weight you didn't ask for. If you've been feeling stuck, bored, or like something is missing, it's usually because your innermost self is trying to get out, and you aren't letting it. To understand how to get there, we first have to define what potential actually is. Potential isn't just about being famous or having a lot of money. It is the gap between who you are right now and the person God intended for you to be. It is the unreleased version of your best self, the skills you haven't mastered yet, the character you haven't built, and the impact you haven't made. It's like a seed. It has everything it needs to become a massive tree, but it's currently hidden under the dirt. So, what is holding you back from reaching it? For most of us, it's fear and noise. We are afraid of what people will think if we fail, or even worse, what they'll think if we actually succeed and change. We also get distracted by the noise of the world. We build masks to survive. We stay quiet to avoid judgment, or we follow a certain path because we want to be successful like everyone else. But there comes a point where the mask starts to feel heavy and the noise drowns out the very thing you were meant to do. Reaching your potential requires an internal audit. This isn't about doing more, it's about doing less. It's about finding 10 minutes of total silence without your phone, without music, and without distractions. In that silence, you'll start to hear your own thoughts instead of the noise of the world. Once you hear that voice, you have to identify your energy leaks. Stop doing things just to fit in. Every time you do something that isn't you, you lose a bit of power. Start taking small acts of bravery. Express one true thing today. Share a creative project you've been hiding, or finally say no to something that drains you. You don't have to do this alone. God is the ultimate architect of your potential, and He has given us a manual for how to reach it. In Jeremiah 29, verse 11, He reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This shows that your potential is already mapped out by Him. When you feel weak, Philippians 4, verse 13 tells us, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." You aren't relying on your own limited power. Furthermore, Ephesians 2, verse 10 says we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, meaning you were literally designed for greatness. And if you feel like you've started too late or wasted time, Joel 2, verse 25 promises that He can restore the years that were lost. The road isn't easy. You will face struggles like self-doubt, lack of resources, and people who don't understand your vision. You might feel like you're working in the dark and no one sees your effort. To overcome this, you must change your perspective. See every struggle as a training ground. Just like a muscle only grows under tension, your potential only comes out when you are tested. Don't look at the mountain, just look at the next step. Consistency is the only thing that beats resistance. How do you know when you finally found it? It's a feeling of alignment. You'll notice that the work you do no longer feels like a drain, but like a source. You feel a sense of peace even when things are difficult, because you know you are exactly where you were supposed to be. Your inner self and your outer self finally match. When you stop trying to be everything to everyone, you finally become someone to yourself. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the version of you that only exists when you stop hiding and start leaning into the power God put inside you.